All right, I'm on my other computer because sometimes I can't do what I need to do on the stream because I try to cater to the stream all the time, and it's just a way to help introduce people to the channel and ham radio. So right now we're gonna look up a subject on here. Let's see. I'm gonna turn my volume down in the background. Um, let's see here. Okay. We got several things in the way here. I need to get a different keyboard or take this one apart and clean it. One of the keys just doesn't work right. It sticks all the time, which is the back key, which is annoying. Because I'm very bad at typing, so I generally screw things up. Let me see here. The dogs are going nuts in the neighborhood, which is annoying. Let me get my transistor tester in the drawer. That was really cool to find those the other day. Okay, so what we're trying to do, we're trying to look up this Technics, and then I got to find some computer fans. And okay, so just go new tab. Build an historic empire. I really need these off of my feed page. Anyway, you see all these clickbaity things. Oh, just click all debate, man. Anyway, I don't want this on my page. It'd be nice to get it off of here, but okay. So let's just type Technics. What's it called? A su-g90, actually. A G90. Fan mod. Okay. And I've already pulled up a few things. Let me see if I have my videos are actually showing up in the search, which is cool. Let's look at this Mendit Mark dude. Let's see. I'm going to pause.
Bass and treble. The rest of it's digital. The volume knob is digital. It's just an encoder. It doesn't require too much attention really, as long as the numbers aren't jumping around. And around the back there's loads of inputs. Got the phone inputs, an integrated amp.
It's a newer version.
Common trap. If these links are missing, the thing won't work at all. I've made a few of these over the years. I'm hoping this isn't significant that channel A has been used and channel B hasn't. Especially when you see the switches around the front. Because speakers A are off. That would be on. Please don't let that be the fault. So apparently it's now saying output. Let's find out exactly how bad it is. Let's pick my favourite test leads. There's some sort of browning of the board. This is the input board with all the channel switching.
It looks
and
same.
the phono preamp and that. This board is for the channels that have an in and an out. And this is for the handling the video. It's just a... Just have to flick that up. All that pins. I sometimes send these things out with the screws have already been removed.
So anyway,
right.
It's very similar.
The boards in here are immaculate. I don't think this has had a lot of use. And normally around here there's some sort of browning of the board.
Yeah, mine's brown.
Board with all the channel switching and
so anyway, this video won't really do us much good.
For the channels that have an in and an out.
Alright, well, let's go jump to this video. This guy put a fan in this one. It's a 91 Technics 303. I don't think we got this kind of room on this one. That's cool looking. Yeah, well, there's no way we would be able to fit that in there. Let's click on it anyway.
Howdy folks. So in front of me today, I've got the Technics SAGX303.
Let me go see if that's the one I have. Well, wait, it's not in here. So I think I have this one also.
This is a stereo receiver from 1991. And
Yeah,
I received this.
this is
in
the one I have that's missing the knob.
And I want to talk about not only the repairs I did to it, but mostly the modifications that I want to make to this. And so this receiver is pretty bog standard for the time period. It's just composite video pass through. It doesn't even have an on-screen display. It's 85 watts per channel, and it is stereo. Even though it has surround speaker outputs, you know, in the early 90s, surround was pretty much all generated by Dolby chips. So there's no way to actually pass surround data into this. So as far as I'm concerned, it is a stereo amplifier. And I have a bunch of Technics amps from around this time period. The one below it, this is my su-g90. This is actually an amplifier, not a receiver. This is from 1988. It's about 3 years older. And I also have an SX. It's an SAGX790, which is from '94, about 3 years older than this one, and it's also a receiver. So I've got units right around this time period, Technics amplifiers from this time period. It's based on a Sanyo integrated hybrid module. Some of these people just call these ICs. I like to refer them as hybrids because they have a bunch of dies in them, and I do believe it is a ceramic substrate underneath. At least in some of them they are. I'm not sure about this particular
Set up very similar. See how it's all brown on the board?
This one
brown
has
there.
a fan, which most of the receivers did. The amplifier, the one below it, does not actually have a fan in it. It's fully passively cooled. The entire thing is basically a heatsink. And you know, it's pretty straightforward. It's got some switch pass through for power, linear power supply, and then it's got you know, a tuner built into this one. You know, it's got a video board and an equalizer, and this is the surround board, so we actually have a separate 10-watt audio output for the rear, which of course is pretty useless. This is from the time period, you know, we have motorized remote control volume, which is pretty nice. I actually kind of like that a lot. Not only
Those are cool.
But, you know, it gives you a truly analog clock, which is nice. You get the volume controls you want. You don't have to do it with the discrete settings. As long as the clock doesn't wear out, you're good. And yeah, it's all caps are Matsushita. You know, they haven't really gone. So the first thing has to do with the power supplies in here. Now, this being an audio piece of audio.
All right, so I found another video where the guy's putting fans in here, but the problem is, I guess, there's just not a good place to get 12 volts or 24 volts, because I think the transformer puts out something else. So, I don't know, man. I really wasn't looking for more projects. But, the amplifier is not going to live long the way that I'm going to use it if I don't put a fan in there. I can't find my box of fans. I have some smaller fans, 120 millimeters, too big. I've actually got to go through everything out here and just start dumping stuff that I don't need, because I can't go through the stuff I do need. Anyway, I'm going to continue searching around. We'll be back and see what we can, if we find any more interesting information. So he did a bunch of crazy crap on here. Let me show you.
See how often it does. Sometimes it fails and sometimes it works for decades. So we're just going to see how it goes. And yeah, it works perfectly fine. So if I turn it on here, you can see that the fans.
I don't have that kind of room in mine. It's not possible to do that with the one I have. So anyway.
Come on, and the little LED's on. And you can't hear this. They're running very slowly here. So they'll be at 20% PWM. So you're completely silent. You can't hear anything. And I'll put the cover on top and I'll show you what that looks like. But that's going to wrap it up for this project. And for completeness, this is what it looks like with the top cover on here. So you can see there's about half centimeter of clearance between the fan grill and the intakes here. So the fact that
I could do that to the one I do have. I have the same one, but that's not what I'm trying to do here. So anyway, I don't know what other stuff there might be floating around. So yeah, we're gonna have to come up with a different idea. So if you see mine right here, you see there's no room for a fan in this, but you could put a fan in front of it, and that's what I was thinking of doing. So this is blowing air out the back. We'll leave that there. We'll put a fan right in here and let it blow air out the back. What did I do with that fan I had? Oh, I figured out I could set a fan here, but it would blow, you know, around this. So it's got to be a small fan. So I'm going to keep searching. I'll let you know if I find something.